keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding the fog bell and signaling that it's time for football in Foxborough. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
To kick off, here's Riley Patterson. And we're off from Foxborough. Has this at the 6. He spins right by him. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
Kate, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's May. Well, left side cut by Douglas. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's May to the air. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. Going play action, May. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Dolphins have it. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts a turnover.
No, they don't. So does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league, but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll stick with Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the shotgun, it's yours. And And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. New England taking the field. Its second series of the game coming up. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be two hands on the football as they return to the field. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. May now from the gun. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a New England first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. May off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
May now on third down. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they got a first down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. It moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Throwing again. It's May. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down at the line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Again, it's May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots go up 6-0 here in the first. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. D.S. Griggs to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So Miami headed out for its 2nd drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Play action, Ewers. And the Patriots get there and take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Well, a couple things here, Kate. Either the play action pass needs to develop a lot quicker as this game goes on, or they need to put it on the shelf for a while. Far too slow on that snap. Didn't fool anybody defensively, and they get to him for the first sack of this game.
So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Ewers to the air now. That's caught. Devon Achane. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Here's a screen for Achane. Escapes a defender. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Ewers throwing out of the pistol. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Craig Woodson. And the Patriots will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Putting a receiver in motion. Quick throw completed by May. Small gain down to the 46. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's May. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a New England first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All set now. 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And a nice sub here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
May. Catch made. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
Yeah, I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Borregales on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here comes Malik Washington. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Miami offense headed out there now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First down now, ball at the 33. They'll start the drive with Ent. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be first down, Miami.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. First carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd down carry for Ent. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
2 yards on the play. First down, Miami.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Man in motion, headed right. They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
Kind of feel like we're watching a welcome to the NFL moment for this rookie quarterback. Hey, kid, yeah, the rush gets here a little bit faster at this level than it does the college game.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Putting the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, Ewers has him on the quick hitter. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. No throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Ent. He picks him up about 4 yards there. 2nd down coming up.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They're going play action. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Dolphins 7.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Sticking with Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They go play action. Here's May. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
To the line and set. Here we go. First down. The give now to Henderson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away.
A defensive kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So we're through 1/4 of this AFC East contest. Our score, 17-7. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They get 27 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They bring Westbrook Akine in motion left. Running with Achane here out of the gun. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on second. Tight end motioning right. From the shotgun, it's yours. Finds him over the middle. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Lewis will sneak it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Ent, a first down carry. He cuts it right. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
Big play sets him up pretty here with first and goal from the 5. Staying on the ground here with Ent. And he gets in, touchdown. The Dolphins face a 4-point deficit. Devon Ent with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins cut it to a field goal game.
Dolphins 14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded by Henderson. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's made in the air. Short pass brought in. And he's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Henderson here from the gun. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed 1 more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and 1. Here's May. That one complete to Diggs. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. On play action, here's May. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Not the first time you said his name today, Kate. No surprise seeing him add a sack to this total. The same nose to the football that helped him recover a fumble earlier, well, it aided him in the pursuit of the QB, and he nearly forced a fumble of his own on that sack right there.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. May now from the gun. Brought in right side. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Brought down by Rasul Douglas.
It's a game of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Rolling into enemy territory. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Counterplay, it's Henderson. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Stops by Chop Robinson.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Made a throw it. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they get this down to the 28. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him.
Waste of time for this.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. May looking to throw. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line, second down. Here's May. Oh, finds his running back, Henderson. Has some space inside the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
First and goal, Stevenson. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And the Dolphins are going to get to him. He is dropped. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Bend. Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. Third and long for him here. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregales leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Borregales connects, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. It's Achane on the inside give. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 30-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play action, yours. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's yours. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was searching for Kyle Williams that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Kyle Williams, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He finds Diggs right side. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So the flag not necessary, Brock. He made the catch anyway, and they're going to take that yardage instead. The interference penalty is declined.
Really a testament to his focus throughout that play. It's one thing to catch balls in practice or on air or even 7-on-7, but to do it through violence, through aggression, through interference on the other side, that typical is what separates the good from the great receivers in this league.
Running it after the penalty. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays, the ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing is May. He's got a man left. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Henderson on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. May splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one doesn't go far.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. May now. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by May. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots go up by 12. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots bump the lead up to 13 points.
27, Dolphins 14.
Now Corey Gallis on to send it away. Eskridge on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And that looks like it is Patriots football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. And look at where they start with the football now.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. To throw, here's May. And it's complete. Kyle Williams. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
At the 10-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Henderson on his own read. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
At the 6-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Patriots holding the lead here at Gillette. About set. This is 3rd and 5. Looking in the air here. Dropped off to his running back. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
It's 4th down.
Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Borregales connects. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
Kid, I call that a win-win in the 1st half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead. But you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. All right. right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Ewers throwing out of the pistol. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
We've set it downs from 37. From the shotgun, Ewers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
They motion Waddle over left. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Hits him on the in route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
28-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Ewers to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this 1st half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
3rd down. Pat's going with a few extra defensive backs this time. To the air on 3rd and long. The throw to the right finds Waddle. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Facing 4th down, Dolphins bringing out the field goal units. This is going to be Riley Patterson to do the honors. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Their own 35-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. To the air on 1st down. May. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. First and 10, here's Stevenson. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Now Borregales on to send it away. Eskridge on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. Second half begins with a run by Ent. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
A gain of 9 brings up second and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Ent again. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On the give, it's Gordon. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. To throw, here's Ewers. Finds him over the middle. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Throw here, third down. He'll drop this down to Ent. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Dolphins, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Miami.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Finds his back, Ent. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Sticking to the air here. Hits him on the out route. And And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 32. Here's Achane up the middle. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on first. Breaks the tackle. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
At the 7-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. That man was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They go again with Stevenson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to it. He stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for it with Stevenson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Finds the in route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
May not a throw on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Play action, Ewers. And this one does not go far.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Ewers. Pressure comes, and there's no place to go. The Patriots got him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Five men in the secondary now for the Pats, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, Ewers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. May looking to throw. Short pass brought in. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Made a throw it. Looking slant route complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. And 3 yards is all he's going to get. It's 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's May. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's a New England 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And it sets up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
May trying again here on 2nd. Running a screen for Stevenson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here's May again. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say it cleared the sideline over top the 14. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Ewers. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They send a man in motion. 2nd down carry for A-Chan. Good little whip there. Looks like about 6. Christian Barmore with the play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Ewers. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
May's going to take it himself. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
May now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Stephon Diggs. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
They'll bring out the punter here. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, they're going to start out with A-Chan. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ewers. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Ewers throwing out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops in after a gain of 3. So we're through 3 here. It's the Patriots in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the win here. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Stevenson with another carry. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's May. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Patriots will have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's May. That one's complete, right side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down. Again, it's May. Throwing the out route complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a New England first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
The give inside to Stevenson. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Patriots first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
May off the play fake. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 13 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Catch made. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots have likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for two.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Flying forward on the ground. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
38. Dolphins 17.
Defense perhaps a little too worried about the pass there, partner, and as a result, they're able to run it in for 2.
It really becomes a numbers game down here. And you see a lot of teams employ this, right? If there's numbers there against the pass, we're going to be committed to running. If they stack the box, we got to be willing to throw it. In this case, it was a numbers advantage and the simplest path for 2 points.
Now
Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Miami offense headed out there now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Looking for his back, Devon Achane there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
From the shotgun, it's Ewers. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a nice completion from the rookie passer out of Texas. Good for a 1st down, too.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action, Ewers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Patriots into the dime, 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The New England offense running out now. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now a give to Stevenson, coming right. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. May now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Stevenson. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start the drive with Achane. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's now to throw. Complete right side to Washington. Tackle made right around the 26. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. The play fake, he'll throw. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Scooped up by the Patriots. Not much return after the fumble, but they will take over inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
The Patriots running their offense out there. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Patriots keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots continue piling on to this lead.
Dolphins 17.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Washington now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's plays the design run. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Here's Ewers to throw. Finds his back. Achane. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. But that forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Desperation time here on 4th. He finds him beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive a lot of us thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Caught by Washington, left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That one gains 7. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus. From the shotgun, Ewers. And
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. It really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the sixth team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
Defense sent him packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with second down. To throw, here's Ewers. Here's a screen for Ent. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. Got Washington. It's complete. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. Going all the way to the end zone here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
The Patriot offense making their return to the field. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for one play last drive, and they found the end zone. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a New England first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Short pass brought in. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
A give left side to Stevenson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They go play action. Here's May. Diggs with yet another catch. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots on the favorable end of this blowout. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. This is Stevenson heading right. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
May now on 3rd down. We'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So now on 4th down, Andres Borregalis leading the Pats field goal team out for a try. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Borregalis connects, and a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Now Borregalis on to send it away. Eskridge on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And his attention has gone to all of their receivers, Brock. This guy has continued to do damage in the passing game as well. Quite a weapon they've been able to use him as throughout this contest. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Ewers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So this is a win for the Patriots. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Patriots emerge as winners, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.
just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today we've got an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Man coverage to start the game, and I expect we'll see a good amount of that. They trust their secondary to hold down the fort and let their pass rushers get home. And that's a good job right on play one.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Throwing, Young. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Throwing, Mayfield. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down and a yard. Now Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and goal, Carolina.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Young will set to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dowdle is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. And Xavier Legette from 4 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's second and 10. Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They need 2. Here's third down. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
14 yards. Complete to Emeka Abuka. First
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the
41-yard
opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 2. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
To throw, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. That one complete. And he caught it up. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
It's a gain of 14
Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw, Young. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll throw again. Young. And that's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here is Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here.
5-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Complete to number 13, Mike Evans. First and 10.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Brought down by D.J. Waddle. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now Mayfield. He completes it to Evans. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, an 11-yard extra point away from drawing level.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. A 10-play drive that time. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That one complete to Ligon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and a couple. On the run, it's Dowdle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, I think this is what long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. A running play. It's Dowdle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. They run again with Dowdle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good.
These two teams all tied after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On 4th down, on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Once again, it's Irvin. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second and a couple, Mayfield. He gets away from one. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
In motion goes the tight end. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. First down, here's White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 4. He'll look to throw. And he hurls it in for a Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Ibuka from 19 yards away. And the Bucs have moved out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10, right at the 30. He finds his target. It's Evans. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play fake. Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
Complete to Chris Godwin. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That's taken on the 25. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd down, Young from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards.
A gain of 55 yards. First down, Carolina.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Young. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Young will set to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Baker going to give it to Irvin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mayfield looks to throw. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, There's a premium for all of that now.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Mayfield keeps it himself. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Mayfield to throw it this time. This is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards that time.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
In motion, the tight end. To throw, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
27-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Young to throw it. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing, Young. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
First down. A gain of 36 yards. And
how about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It'll be Young again. Now he's going to step up and run. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. A good pickup there at 22.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go play action. Young. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw, Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
At the 19-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's got space past the 25, and he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory.
Ryan Fitzgerald.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A run to begin the second half with Wright. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mayfield to throw it. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either. As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Young. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, one-yard gain.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Young. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The 24-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They run straight ahead here with White. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Mayfield now. Airing this one out for Evans. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, he's less likely to draw the flag.
A great stop by D.J. Rodham to back the offense up on that play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. a shot right. 14 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to stretch out their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Panthers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Young. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 21, here's second down at 7. Out of the gun, it's Young. That one complete to Leggett. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And different running backs, same result as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Young to throw it. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches?
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
18 on the play. And the Panther first down.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Trimble, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And Young's going to throw for this. That's caught. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
25.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now he'll do it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Cade Otton. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to add on to that lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers about ready to take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. It's Young off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Young now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Young will set to throw. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Young. They'll find McMillan here. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Young loses it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This offense so far on third down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Take it at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 54 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Now Young. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Young. He'll try to pick it up himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. looking to put a drive together. They'll start here with a handoff to White. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They stay on the ground with White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And a first down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Sean Tucker, 33 yards. And the Bucs will add to their 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
42. Panthers 28.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Looking to throw, Young.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Young. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
At the 42-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They go play action. Young.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
Called a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It'll be Young again.
That one completes illegal.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll play fake. Now Young.
Got a man. That's Leggett.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.